him is him losing his arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, when 3 men are hanging from a hotel thing, like probably, let's not say they all weigh 200 pounds. So let's say there's like 560 pounds of just hanging people. Phil grabs on to them and pulls them back up. So he's not climbing per se, but the strength to hold on to them is almost supernatural.
Absolutely.
I mean, I just want Crispin Glover as part of this, and he's used to the ice because he works at a ski lodge.
That's a win. 10 out of 10.
I mean, he's planning on I just love the whole subplot where they want him to lose his arm. That makes me so happy.
That movie is kind of bonkers in the very, very, very best way.
The first time I watched it, I didn't like it, and then I watched it again and I loved it.
I like in part 2 where Daryl from The Office, what's his name? Anyways,
very good actor.
Like, yeah, but he's like produced. Like his assistant is Lisa Loeb, and he's like singing her songs with different words, and she's like, every time I hear that song, my soul dies a little bit. Like that was smart to me. I thought that was great.
That's a good bit. I like some Loeb in movies.
Yeah.
All right, who you got?
My second one is Charlie McKenzie from So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
So he's hanging off this roof, and she's swinging away an axe at him, and he is able to pay attention to her whole conversation, crack jokes, and dodge axe swings while hanging off the roof.
I mean, impossible. There's some next level mental capacity going on there, as well as Phil. I know we laugh at him because he's the funny butcher, but I think that he's an asset to our team. Hand-eye coordination,
huge.
And his dad's good entertainment.
Oh, I just want to hang out. I want to go to there. I want him on the team so we can go there for Thanksgiving.
SATUYDAY night. It's like Sputnik.
Remember in the era of when we were in high school, you would like download WAV files that just had little like movie quotes.
Yeah.
And you'd use them for like your computer startup and stuff like that. So every time I started Windows 95 on my computer, it was, William, move your head.
Cry yourself to sleep on your giant pillow.
Oh, it's so good.
I love that guy. That's a great pick, man. All right. So I got another one you're gonna like.
Okay.
Hanson from Scary Movie 2. And that's Chris Elliott.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is there's a scene where people are dangling from this house. Or, if they fall, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. And he reaches out. He's like, grab my strong hand. And no one wants to grab it. But then they grab it, and it's actually his strong hand.
Yeah.
It's a strong hand.
It's kind of like Buster Bluth from season 4 of Arrested Development with the big robot hand.
I love that bit. So what do you? Yeah, I mean, I just like grab my strong hand. No.
So we've really gone for like an off-kilter group so far. Like it's more like a improv comedy troupe than anything at this time.
Yeah, we got some good bits. Now I got to say in Scary Movie 2, the only thing I remember is grab my strong hand, and then also the scene where they walk up to the door, and it's just a pair of balls, and then they knock it on the door, and the guy goes, ah.
Yes. No. We talked about good parody movies, and then there's the scary movies, and that was like, I remember being in high school, and so it was Scary Movie and like another teen movie and superhero, like all those things started coming out, and I was like, oh, I think we've overdone the parody movie. I think this genre has reached its maximum capacity.
Because they weren't so Naked Gun had their own plot. These movies just kind of ripped off other movies, right? And they just sort of borrowed jokes. But the Ball Knockers is that's an original bit.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Ah! All right, cool. Who you got?
So my next one, we're gonna go a little different right now, and I'm gonna say Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon.
Oh.
Not because he was a good dangler, but because he knew when to jump off the building.
Oh.
Remember he was on top of that guy?
Yep.
And so then he went up there, controlled the situation, and he knew that hanging on wasn't the right choice, and he just jumped off and controlled the jump. So we need that guy on our team to say, like, enough is enough. Here's where we commit.
I like it. I mean, we need it.
Yeah.
And he knows where to land. And then he grabs the guy and jumps with him.
He handcuffs him.
Yep, and then they jump together. And they're perfectly safe.
Yep.
Oh, so when we're dangling, there's a river? What if it's too shallow? It's not. And then he just jumps.
And you just gotta trust. Yep.
Oh, I love it. That's perfect. All right, so my next one is very random. Lex Woods from AVP. Played by Sanaa Lathan. In the beginning, she's like a Antarctica tour guide, and she's climbing on rock ice walls.
Yeah.
Climbing. And she dangles later. I mean, and a predator gives her respect.
That's the thing. She's like the one person. I guess Danny Glover fits into it as well, but Danny Glover was given like, we're not going to kill you. But she was one person that Predator was like, you can add something to my fight. You can be my teammate.
He gave her a marking.
Yeah. He burnt her face because he loves her.
And they're in the cold. She cold climbs. I think it's perfect. Yeah, cool. That's my third pick. Who's your fourth?
My fourth would be Deckard from Blade Runner.
Oh yeah.
Because we don't like his. I think his is the most. I think if you Google dangling movie scenes, you'll probably get a picture of Deckard coming out. It's like the quintessential, like hanging from something. He's hanging off that like piece of like I-beam, I guess it is.
And this is when Rutger's there, right?
Yeah, when Rutger's there. So you know that when things get rough, we got a guy who's going to be able to like not only tell us which people are real and which people are not real, but he's going to be able to like pull through in the fight. He's I think the toughest guy in our team right now.
We could go get a burger and come back and he'd still be hanging there.
What? Yeah, exactly.
He would just be there, right?
Yep.
Because you said
he would also narrate our adventures so we'd have a better understanding of what's actually happening.
And only in the director's cut?
Exactly.
I love it. All right. This one is a little bit more straightforward, but I wanted to have one that was kind of earnest, and that's Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I mean, he traipses everywhere. He grabs onto Frodo. He's always going to be hanging on.
Yeah.
He's little, so he can climb up. And he does a lot of rock climbing with Gollum. He makes it up an entire mountainside climbing. Sleeps on ledges. Like, you and I would roll and fall off. He never rolls and falls off.
No, he somehow, his center of gravity prevents that from happening.
And I have a feeling that no matter where we're at, he's like, I've seen worse than this.
Yes. And if our dangling, say there's a big cliff where a whole team's dangling there, and we can't hang on anymore, and even Martin Riggs is like, I don't know what to do, boys. I don't know. He could just bring the big eagles.
Pull out some acorns and do something?
Yeah.
And he can make a stew.
Exactly.
I'm down for some mountain stew.
Yep.
All right, cool. Who you got next?
So my next one is okay. So this is I want you to follow me here. But Krug is my next one.
Ooh, Krug.
Krug was played by Christopher Lloyd in Search for Spock, Star Trek 3. And he is a Klingon.
Oh, no.
And he's just ruthless. So I think he's a ruthless killer that got onto the team because it was a typo. Someone misread it. And so we're looking for people that are good at like dangling and hanging on. And then someone's like, oh, he clings on. And that got him in through some bad paperwork, but got him onto our team.
I love it. We're keeping him.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a Klingon?
This is a Klingon. But he's a ruthless killer, right? Like he makes the tough decisions without thinking about it. He's the John Lithgow of our team.
But we're on a stage 5 mountain, right? He's a stage 5 clinger.
Right.
Honor. Our henchman characters would be having a blast with that, wouldn't they?
They would never stop making those jokes.
All right, so I'm Mitch. Who are you again? Who's your henchman name?
I don't think I got a name, but I think my name would just be Eddie.
Eddie? Eddie and Mitch.
Mitch and Eddie.
Mitch and Eddie. They've been henchmen for everyone. They just keep getting work. Well, we just never try to attack the hero. All right, so my next one's Ripley from Aliens.
Nice.
Because at the end, she has like an alien queen hanging from her, and she wraps her forearm around to hang on to the ladder. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like she's an alien queen gets sucked out of this thing, and she doesn't.
I'm all day long on that.
I just saw that clip and I was like, yeah, she's got to make it. All right, who you got?
Okay, I got and this one I think is a little bit on the nose. Like it's a little bit. I was worried you already would have picked him, but Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible.
Oh my gosh!
Every Mission Impossible movie, the guy's dangling from something.
It's Mission Impossible 2. Mission Impossible 1 hanging. No, Mission Impossible 1 he's on a train. Mission Impossible 2 he's on a mountain. Mission Impossible 3.
No. Mission Impossible 2 he's on a mountain just for fun.
Yeah, just dangling.
That's his day off.
Mission Impossible 3, I don't remember much dangling. Do you?
Was he on the side of the building with those gloves in part 3?
That's 4.
Okay, that's 4. And
then he always parachutes, so he's used to those.
Yeah. So he just seemed to be the like, he's going to teach our guys it's almost like a football movie where it's like, you guys all have natural skill, but here's Denzel Washington to make you into a finely tuned razor sharp machine. He's the guy who's going to teach these guys how to really dangle. And
he's the only one who dangles for fun.
Yeah.
We don't have many danglers just for fun.
You guys dangle when it's necessary. I do this because I love it.
I want to hear this conversation. All right, this one's too easy, but I just love thinking of Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. A little easy, but I just love the idea of him dangling.
Which Fantastic?
Ian Gruffle from not Miles Teller.
Okay, because if it was Miles Teller, I was just going to be done podcasting with you.
Yeah, I quit. No, I'm not. Gruffle hanging out. I mean, it would be invaluable.
Yes.
Too easy for our clips, but I just had to add him in there because he makes me laugh. All right, who's your last one? Do you have a last one?
I have a last one, and it's going to be a weird tie-in to something we talked about earlier.
Uh-oh.
So his name is Carr from Bulletproof Monk, played by Sean William Scott.
Yes.
And because he learns how to do kung fu from watching kung fu movies in a theater, just like we've assumed Leon learned how to fight while watching Bruce Lee movies.
Oh my gosh. So he would just learn how to climb.
Yeah. Well, he dangles from the roof of a building when that the Nazi is attacking him, and he's trying not to drop the scroll, remember?
Oh, no, I don't remember that, but I believe it.
Well, that happened. I watched that movie 2 days ago with my son, and that definitely happened.
Does it hold up?
You know what? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah. For what it is, right? Like, I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it the first time I watched it.
He's in another movie, too, where he steals stuff, Stark Raving Mad, where the picture of him on the poster is him rappelling down something.
Yep. So, again, I think we always think of him as Stifler, but he's been in some, decent movies.
Wait, Stark Raving Mad is with Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Foley, and it's on Tubi.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm
watching tonight.
I'm picking him. My last one's very weird. And you know me, ever since the 2 times ago where I went for 2 easy picks, or not great picks, I know this one's way out there. And I know this is weird.
I'll go with you.
I'm picking Herb Brooks from Miracle because Kurt Russell, the coach, would not let you go.
No.
Never. You would feel safe. If
No.
this was a scene in Cliffhanger and she was falling, he would just grab her and she'd be like, "Oh, you got me." Yep.
She would never say, "I don't want to die." She'd say, "What are we going to do later?"
Yeah. What do you guys have propane? Because our grill ran out.
Exactly.
When he says, "I got you," you go, I get it.
Or I got you. Oh yeah, I know you got me. Like, no worries.
No, I appreciate it. I just want to see a scene where Eddie or Mitch is falling and Herb Brooks grabs him. I got you. No, I get it. You got me. I'm not even worried about it. Can we hang out here for a while? I feel safe. I got a great view.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Air up here is great.
Oh, just you can smell it. You can just smell the air. It's healthy.
Are you happy with Jesse?
just having conversations. Yeah, because you seem like you would just leave immediately and not tell her, even though you have our beautiful ranch home. All right, now I made a stupid mistake by saying 8, but I think we could do 8. What do you think?
I think we can do 8, 100%.
All right, so I'm gonna take out a few if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna take out Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, he's done. I'm gonna take out. I mean, do we like Herb Brooks enough? He's not really. It's a good bit.
it's a good bit. I don't know if